But when he shook my hand, he took my hand and shook it and looked dead at me, bro. I got to meet Carrie Fisher when she was promoting, I believe it was The Force Awakens. For me, you will always be Princess Leia. She was such a sweetheart, man. She, signed a figure that I had. The other day, I saw Harrison Ford.
The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Sith Talk. Today we have on the show Bryant from Bryant Collectibles. How you doing, Bryant?
Good, man. Happy to be here. It's an honor, bro. Like, man, I just can't express to you how happy I am to be here with you
Yeah.
because, man, every day, I'm at work or at home, and dude, your first thing that pops up is your channel, man. I'm happy to be here.
Appreciate that, bro. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do and where we can find you at?
So you could find me on Instagram with Bryant underscore collectibles. I'm not really big on YouTube or TikTok or whatnot, but mainly just Instagram, and yeah, that's where you can find me at.
Nice. So everybody that comes on for the first time, we start off with 3 questions. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
So the first one is, what is your favorite Star Wars movie?
Ooh. Well, I'm a 90s baby, so I'm gonna have to go Revenge of the Sith.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely, man. It holds a special place in my dear heart, so. And I remember seeing it as a kid and seeing Anakin unfold and turn into the dark side, and the way it unfolded and the way it tied when he became Darth Vader was just unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure, man. I remember seeing it in theaters like it was yesterday. So special. And I pray that it gets re-released in theaters this year, because to be able to see it in IMAX now with Dolby Surround and
Yes, sir.
it would just be mind-blowing, bro.
It would be insane. Imagine the popcorn bucket.
I would get every single one, go to every theater chain, bucket, cup. Oh, I hope they go crazy, man.
And they've been doing it for the Phantom Menace. Did they do it for Attack of the Clones? Right?
No, bro.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
So I'm praying that they do it for Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So next question is, what's your favorite Star Wars show?
My favorite show would probably have to be season 1 of The Mandalorian. Just given the fact that, the shutdown, everybody was at home. That was like the first ever series we got from Star Wars, and it was just mind blowing to me. And, the way Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni just handled that. It was, man, I'm still gonna rewatch it. I downloaded it again and I'm gonna rewatch it's my favorite show.
Yeah, bro. Mando was so good. I remember we were at Celebration Chicago 2019 and
Oh yeah.
we got to watch the first 7 minutes like 4 months before the show came out. So we got to see that whole sequence, like I could bring you in warm, I could bring you in cold, like in the bar.
Oh my God.
And
oh my God.
that being our introduction to the first ever live action Star Wars show was like crazy. And the show held up, man. It was so good, man, especially the finale.
Oh my God, bro. It was, it was such a unique time, everybody was at home. I was just so pumped for it. It was like, man, this is something new. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. It's probably my favorite show.
Nice. So the last question is, who is your favorite Star Wars character? I think I know the answer to this.
That's a hard one, Tony. That's a hard one. And it might be 2. But if I'm gonna break it down, it has to be Anakin.
Nice.
But it holds neck and neck with Darth Maul. I mean, not only do I, not only do I have him tatted, but I remember as a kid, they took me to go see The Phantom Menace, and they told me I ran out the theater because I guess I was scared of he had the horns and the makeup and the eyes,
Yeah,
and they said I freaked out and I ran out. But dude, when I met Ray Park, dude, he's so delightful. He's such a nice guy. So
yes.
it has to be between those two. I can't pick one.
Bro, I'm like the same. Sometimes I lean more towards Maul, but it's Maul and Anakin are right there. Like those are my
Right.
favorites.
Yeah, 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 man. And it's funny because I met Ray Park in two occasions. Well, one has to be at a local comic shop that they had going on. And then the second one, I was just at the airport
Mm.
and I was with my buddy. I was like, dude, that's Darth Maul. He's like, who? I was like, oh God, you don't watch Star Wars. I was like, Darth Maul, bro. And then he was heading up towards the queue.
Uh-huh.
I was like, hey, Ray. I was like, it's nice to meet you, man. And then I quickly showed him my tattoo.
Yeah.
He ran back down the
Ooh.
stairs. He ran back down the stairs. He's like, oh, that's nice, man. He's like, I was like, you know what? We've met a few times. So where I showed you my tattoo, he's like, oh man, he's like, it's such a nice piece. And he just sat there and just started chatting with me. And then I was like, man, I was like, I can't thank you enough for taking your time with each and every fan and how much love you give towards,
Yeah.
the community. And he took off back to the queue, going to the TSA line. I was like, you know what? I have a blank piece of paper. Dude, I ran up there,
Yeah.
autograph, boom.
Yes.
Yeah, 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 man. Such a nice guy, man.
Yo, that is sick. That's so cool that he saw that and he ran back down. Most celebrities wouldn't
Dude,
do that. They just would keep going like, "Oh, thanks." Like he does
no,
care and take his time
he
with the
does.
fans, which
100%.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
sick, man. So
A- and sorry,
no, no.
and I've seen him around the city of Burbank. He rides a bike a lot.
He lives over there,
So
right? He lives in Cali,
I, I,
right?
I I'm guessing he lives in that area. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, that's crazy. You just
yeah,
out and you see Darth Maul riding a bike.
yeah, yeah. Man, it's insane, man. But yeah, those two would have to be my favorite one. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So we got a
Hmm.
bunch of cool stuff we're going to talk about today, but I think the first thing we're going to get into is the Ewan McGregor star ceremony because I know you went. I know you were
Yeah.
able to have a pretty cool experience there. So tell us about that.
So I, you know, I found out everything through social media that he was getting a star in the Walk of Fame. I was like, yo, if this is real, I'm there. I don't care if I have to call off of work, call in sick, I am there. So I the day prior, I was like, you know what? I'm a morning person, so I tend to wake up early. Set up my alarm, boom, drove straight down to Hollywood Boulevard, parked my car, and at the corner, there was already a line, Tony. There was probably like 10 people ahead of me. So, I grabbed my coffee, I'm on Instagram, and I turn around within an hour. Dude, the line is around the corner.
Damn.
Around the corner. And those streets, they're not small, bro. They're long.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was like, damn. It's like, you know, it's a lot of people that showed up. So thankfully, everybody was cool. Nobody was cutting. Everybody took their time. So when it was time to go and they set up the barricades, dude, we kept the line and I was right in the front,
Ooh.
you know, right in the front. And I was like, what are the chances of him coming to the crowd after he's done? I was like, and also Hayden showed up. I was like, oh, it's my childhood dream, these are the
Yeah.
two guys that I grew up with. I was like, whether if I get an autograph or not, this experience is what's gonna live with me, and it was a emotional ceremony. Like Hayden got to say beautiful things about Ewan, and other people got up on stage and spoke highly about Ewan. And dude, he's awesome. He's Kenobi. So as soon as he was done, he just kept looking and eyeing the crowd like, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go. And dude, he as soon as the ceremony was done, just took off, took his time with everybody,
Mhm.
took his time with everybody. And he got to me. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I had the steel book, right? I was like, what happens if I just take it in half?
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'm gonna see if I could get two autographs. And as soon as he was coming, I started sweating, bro. I started sweating. I was like, you know what? All right, here we go. I was like, hey, Ewan. I was like, do you mind signing the front and back? He said, oh, yeah, yeah, of course. He was going to sign it with black marker. I was like, oh, no, 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 no. I felt embarrassed and it kind of felt like an ass because I told him like I told him no, and I gave him the blue metallic
Yeah.
marker. He's like, oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Dude, he was such a nice guy. Such a nice guy, man.
Wow,
You know?
that's crazy, and that's so
Yeah,
dope. Because I was wondering how you got 2, and, like, you
yeah,
just asked him, and he said, "Sure," like, that is so dope.
yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, and I the reason I got two because I already had it in mind. I was like, I would love to give the other one away because there was fans that came from Canada, Australia, all over the world, man. I was like, damn, he's loved everywhere. I was like, what if I just get another peace sign and give that away?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Someone that can't reach him. Yeah, so it was, man, it was an experience, man. 2024, when it comes down to Ewan and Hayden, it was just a dream come true, brother.
Yo, and that was like when you hit me up after and you said, "Hey, I wanna give this away,"
Right.
not gonna lie, at first, I was like, "Yo, this sounds too good to be true.
Oh,
I'll believe it when I see it," and then, like,
yeah.
you sent it, and I was like, "Yo, this is legit, like, this guy is genuine and really wants to give back to the community," so the second I got it, I went live, gave it away. That was so much fun, but bro, thank you so much for doing that because, like, most people would be greedy and flip that or sell it. Like you just sent it to a stranger and said, give it away. And like there's not a lot of people like that nowadays, man.
No, no, no. And you know, you're right. So a lot of people would make profit. And trust me, dude, there was guys with big bags and
Yeah,
were just
I saw.
boom, boom. It's crazy how these people do it, I think they call them scouters.
Yeah.
And dude, they have them all lined up. Boom, 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 boom. I was like, damn. I was like, that's fine. I was like, I just want a second one if it's possible. I was like, first thing, the minute I got it, I was like, I'm giving this away.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was cool, and that happened, and then you see Hayden just from a distance getting up. I was like, oh my God! I'm like, here he comes. He just takes off. I was like, you know what?
Oh.
That's cool. He's giving Ewan, his spotlight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like respect and everything. That was like, dude, that's great. I was like, that's a true friend.
Yeah.
I was like, it's fine. I'll meet Hayden eventually, and yeah, man, I still can't believe I met Ewan, but it's not the first time, but that's a different story we'll get into later.
So Hayden was there. You didn't get to meet
Yeah.
Hayden, but then not too long after, he got announced at San Fran Fan Expo, and I know you went there. So was that your first time meeting Hayden, like in person?
So San Francisco, that was right after Thanksgiving, you know? It was the weekend of Thanksgiving, and I was like, oh, he's gonna be there. I was like, you know what? I didn't get him the day of Ewan. I was like, let me purchase a ticket, let me get a flight. The minute I got that, I was like, I'm done. That's it. But I was like, well, what should I get signed? So the day I met Ewan, I had two things with me. I had the steel book
Mhm.
and I had this plaque. I was like,
Mm,
well, if I can get one or the other signed by Hayden the day of the ceremony, I'll be happy. So I ended up buying a flight, bought my ticket, and I only went for the Saturday. I didn't go for all
yeah.
3 days. I was like, I'm just gonna go there, get in, get out. And yeah, man, I know a lot of people say that it was a mess for that convention.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, when I redeemed my ticket,
Mhm.
It only took me about 30 to 20 to 30 minutes in line just to meet him.
What time was your time slot?
One,
Bro, that is a
one.
miracle you got
Yeah,
in that quick.
yeah.
Wow. So do you by chance know what time did he start doing autographs? Was it earlier or was it at 1?
So I've heard of that convention, right?
Uh-huh.
I've never been, but I've heard of it. So um, it's 3 floors.
Yeah.
I'm at the first floor and I'm so confused. I was like, damn, my flight landed at 8 in the morning. I
Mhm.
was at the convention by like 8:30. And then I was like, okay, so I just make line here. And then as soon as they let us in, I was like, well, where do I go?
Yeah.
Everybody was like scrambling. And I was like, I went through the first floor. I was like, so where do I go meet him? And then they're like, oh no, you have to redeem your ticket on the second floor. I was like, oh geez, great. So I go up to the second floor. The line still wasn't big.
Oh, okay.
I was like, okay, perfect. I guess they pulled up the QR code on my phone. The people scanned it. They're like, okay, here, redeem your ticket. Your time slot is 1 p.m. I was like, great, perfect. I was like, I got a few hours to kill. Want to go grab some food, some coffee, and yeah, I just hung out, and man, it was rather quickly, at least for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so fast because I know he started with photo ops
Oh, okay.
immediately after like 11 a.m. He took like a 30-minute break and it became to 12:30 and then we started lining up. So it literally took me
Oh.
met him around exactly almost 1 p.m., bro. It was quick.
That is, bro, that's a miracle. I've had like one time where it was quick, but then I've had well, I had 2 times where it was quick, but I had another time where it was like 4 or 5 hours, bro.
I've
S
I've so I
Yeah.
met up I met up with
Nikki.
Nikki Briggs
Yeah.
and her boyfriend Noah. Dude, they're really, have you met them?
No, not in person, not yet, not yet.
Really, really genuine people, man. Like down to earth, really nice people. So when it was, I was texting them back and forth, and they were telling me like, "Hey, our autograph is not until 4 p.m." I was like, "Damn." I was like, "Well, I got a flight to catch back home,"
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I get a text from them like around 8 p.m. They're like, "Hey, we're still in line." I was like, "No way." I was like, "No way." I was like, "Damn." I was like, "Yeah, man. People, you know, people wait in line, and dude, the experience of meeting him, bro."
Yeah, so what was it like when you were, like, a couple people away and you saw him right there, like, the chosen one's right there, like, what was going through your mind?
I was trying to do the same thing I did with Ewan and catch a clean video.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you know where this is going. So I didn't know that they do this. Is my first signing ever, you know? So I'm over here trying to be sneaky with my phone. Guy, put your phone down. I was like, oh, my bad. Well, there goes that.
Yeah.
So, dude, 2 people ahead of me. I was like, holy shit. I was like, I'm about to meet Hayden, man. Dude, the minute I give him the plaque, my marker, dude, I wipe my hands so hard on my pants because I'm sweating.
Uh-huh.
And so I shook his hand. But when he shook my hand, he took my hand and shook it and looked dead at me, bro. He's like, hey, thank you for being here. Nice to meet you. Did not lose contact, brother.
Yes.
Did not lose contact, not once. I was like, damn. I was rethinking. I was like, damn, I'm pretty sure I like women, No, I'm just kidding. I was like, holy crap. I was like, I've met a few celebrities, but I've never met someone so genuine.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, all I remember telling him, I was like, hey, you know what? It's good to meet you. Like I've been a fan since, Attack of the Clones and all the work you've done. Like you've brought me from where I started as a kid to where I'm at now. And I was like, I can't thank you enough. He's like, thank you so much. I appreciate that you came and hope to see you soon. Man, it was that that for me lives forever in my mind. Like the autograph is beautiful,
Yeah.
but that just the experience, it's something that just will live with me forever, brother.
Yeah, that's how he is, man. Like that firm handshake, and he locks eyes with you. And like
Yeah, yeah,
I've met him a few times now, and every single time it feels like the first time. Like it's so like powerful and so meaningful. And like he takes his time with you. It's crazy, man. I love meeting Hayden. It never gets old, man.
dude. Every time I like see your videos, I'm like, man, Tony has had some crazy experiences. That is awesome, bro. It's awesome, but you deserve it, bro, because
Thank
like the
you.
way he recognized your channel, I'm like, man, someone at that caliber that recognized your channel, bro, you're doing something right. And
Yeah.
dude, it's I I was like, he deserves that and more, bro.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
it didn't feel real, bro. And like, when he mentioned that to me about recognizing the channel, I didn't know, bro. I froze. I'm a grown ass man, and I froze, and I was like I didn't know what to say. Like, never in my wildest dreams would I be like, yeah, Anakin Skywalker just told me he watches my YouTube channel or he's seen my channel. It's crazy. So the fact that he actually takes his time and like sees things like that and remembers it and he brought it up, like he brought that up. It's not like I was like pushing
Dude,
it or like, hey, you should check out my no. The dude was like, I found out I'm like, what?
isn't that crazy?
Mind blowing, bro. Mind blowing. Now I need to see him again and ask him, like, bro, what did you see on my channel? Like, were you
Right,
watching
right.
like vlogs, reaction videos, unboxing, celebration videos? Like, what did you
Oh
see
my
that gave you an opinion about my channel? And did you subscribe? I'm like so curious to ask him
God.
that, bro.
Do you remember your first experience? Like how,
With
like your
with
reaction,
Hayden?
like the very first time? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh god, yeah, it's right there. MegaCon Orlando 20 it was the year of London Celebration, wasn't it?
Was
2023.
that 2023, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 2023. So I originally bought the photo op for London, but then they,
Okay.
they announced it for MegaCon and it was a week early and like 50 or $70 cheaper. So I said, I'm just gonna do it here in Orlando at home. And
Right.
then my one for London, I transferred that into the dual photo op,
Right.
which was crazy. So I remember waiting in line. I don't it was probably a good hour or two for the photo.
Okay.
Probably like hour or two in line, which is that's okay, it is what it is, that's fine. But I remember walking up and just locking eyes with him and him
Yeah.
shaking my hand, saying, "Hey, man, how you doing?" And taking the photo and then like shaking his hand again and like just the eye contact the whole time. Even as I was walking away, I felt like that connection and it was insane. Like literally, as if it was yesterday. I remember that moment, getting that photo, and like for me being spoiled in that sense. Literally 7 days later, saw him again in London and
No
did
way.
it did the dual photo op. So seeing him 7 days later, it was with him and Ewan at London
Nice.
Celebration for the dual photo. So like it was crazy, man. And it didn't stop there. Just every time I could see him, I just kept doing it.
And that's what us that grew up with him, like that's what drives us towards these cons because we didn't have this when we were kids.
No,
You know what I mean? We
no.
didn't have this. We didn't have our voices weren't loud enough to where it mattered.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I think he he takes his time with everybody, and the fact that he remembers like people that go with him often, dude, I'm pretty sure that that's something that will stay with you forever, brother. That's like I said, dude, you deserve that, and man, that's awesome. Meeting him is just something else, brother.
It really is, man.
Yeah,
So I'm hoping he gets announced for MegaCon next month, or
yeah.
at the very least, I hope he pulls up to Celebration because it'll just be dope to see him again in Japan. Be like, bro, I'm here in Japan for you. Let's go. What's good, bro?
We'll
So
we'll we'll definitely get into Japan, but man, if he pulls into that, man, why wouldn't he?
oh yeah, I know. I know.
Why? I mean, 20 years at Japan, they're hinting a lot of Revenge of the Sith already.
Yep. Yep.
My wallet's going there for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of wallet, I know you are a Master Replicas connoisseur. What got you into Master Replicas and the stuff that you get? I'm like, I didn't even know that existed. It blows my mind. What got you into it?
Well, I'll start how I got into it, and then we'll speak about the wallet part. It's gonna blow your mind. Not We'll get into it. So the reason how I got into it, and we're gonna go pretty deep, man. So when I was a kid, I was born in 1994, right?
Mm,
So when I was a kid, and my dad used to take me to Santa Monica, by the beach. There was this store called Puzzle Zoo, and they had everything: Star Wars toys, they had Power Rangers, they had wrestling toys, anything you could think of, they had it,
mhm.
right? And at the back of the store, they had a glass case. And in that glass case, they had this one.
Uh-huh.
At the time, it was going for $800 at the time. And my dad every weekend would take me.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't afford it, but I could buy you a toy. Yeah, dude, I'll be happy with the Revenge of the Sith toys and stuff. I was like, this
Yeah.
is cool. But I would always run to the back just to go look at it. And so I was like, man, if one day I can pick one of those up, I'll be happy. My life would be like just full of joy. So my brother, my older brother, he owned a furniture store. And I was a kid at the time. He's like, "Hey, Bryant, do you want to come work with me on the weekends? I'll pay you $10 a day." I was like, huh, say less. $10 a day. And I was like, you know what, bro? I want to buy this lightsaber. It's not a toy. It's just a replica. And he's like, okay. Like, well, how much is it? At the time, we didn't have cell phones, so we would get on the computer. And they had it in Target. I was like, damn, they have it in Target. And it was episode 4,
Uh-huh.
Obi-Wan. I was like, oh, it's on sale for $100, brother. He's like, can we get it? He's like, well, start working. I
Yeah.
was like, okay. So it took me about a month. He was being generous. He was giving me more than $10, not knowing that I was thinking he was going to give me cash.
Yeah.
So one day he shows me the things like, hey, I ordered it for you. I
Ooh.
was like, no way, no way. And I distinctly remember coming home with my mom,
Uh-huh.
and my mom's like, oh, look, there's a packet at the doorstep waiting for you. I was like, no way. Tony, I ran. I ran. I grabbed the box. I was like, oh shit, the box. Open it, tear it up. Tell me why I ordered the miniature version.
Oh, the ones that are like this, right? The mini ones?
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Because I was like, bro, 100 seems a little too good to be true.
right? And
Yeah.
then I was like, I told my mom, like, and I'm like, it's miniature. I mean, I was a kid, bro. I was a kid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that story forever lives in my mind, and I remember like it was yesterday. And I remember my mom laughing. She's like, "Damn, that's what you work hard for?" I was like, "No, it wasn't supposed to be this size." But it's funny, I never opened it.
Uh-huh.
Never opened it until this day. So long story short, unfortunately, my brother got deported, and I told him, I was like, "Look, bro, take this with you. Hold on to it. It means a lot to me because you gave it to me. Like,
Yeah.
we'll meet one day and just hold it wherever you are." He still has it to this day.
Nice.
He still has it to this day. But it wasn't until this was my first master replicas, like the 1-to-1 scale,
Yeah.
it was my very first one. And
Ooh.
so I was like, you know what? The minute I got it, I sent him a picture and a video.
Uh-huh.
And dude, I got emotional,
Yeah.
because it was a lifetime dream. So Master Replicas goes really deep in my blood,
Uh-huh.
not because of how they look, not because of how expensive they are.
Yeah.
No, it goes deeper. So that. that is why I only collect master replicas, and it just reminds me of my father, and my dad.
Oh,
Every time he sees it, he's like, "Damn, you got the one you wanted, but not only that, you got quite a few."
yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that's my story with master replicas. And the second part is you're asking about the wallet part. So I have a buddy that works in the industry. He lives up in Northern California.
Yeah.
He is around my dad's age,
Uh-huh.
late 50s, early 60s. He's like, "Hey, I'm getting up there in age and I want to part with my collection." I was like, "No way." All of these that you see, retail,
What?
retail,
Damn.
retail.
That's a blessing, bro.
I think I paid 300,
Yeah.
400, same thing, retail.
Retail for master replicas in 2024, 2025 is unheard of.
So you know Gabe,
Yeah.
you know, of course, right? Ask him. He's probably gonna see this. I text him all the time. Hey
Yeah.
Gabe. He's like my maestro when it comes to master replicas. I text him all the time. Hey Gabe, my buddy's selling me such and such for this price. He's like, get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Hey Gabe, do you think this is right? For this price, he's like, does it come with this? Does it come with the plaque? Make sure the plaque is like properly, like the edges are correct.
Yeah.
He knows every detail, and there's stuff that I didn't even know when it comes to master replicas, and I go to him directly
Yeah.
before purchasing anything. And dude, he's been such a great help, and I can't say anything just but nice things about Gabe. He's been. I think I bother him like every other day, bro. He's probably annoyed at me.
Yeah, Gabe is a real one. I've had him on a couple times.
Yeah,
His setup and collection with this hidden room is like goals, bro. That thing is
yeah,
beautiful, but he's really, really down to earth. I actually met him at MegaCon last year or the year before that.
yeah.
So yeah, he's super cool, man. Love Gabe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, he has texted. I was down in San Diego where he's from, and he has texted me a few times like, "Hey, come over to the house, come and check out the collection." I was like, "Dude, you should charge administration before coming in.
Bro,
Like a tick, it's like a ticket to Disneyland."
yeah, man. Like
Yeah,
I,
man.
I'd buy a fast pass to see Gabe's replica
Yeah,
collection, bro, because it's
one hundred
insane in
percent.
there, man.
Yeah. So that's my story when it comes to this, and you know, it's now it's just something that I love seeing every day, brother.
Yeah.
And trust me, these aren't just it. I have the little space that I have here.
Mhm.
It's just the beginning. So I have a lot of them stored over here.
Yeah.
I have Mace Windu, Darth Maul. I have Boba Fett's helmet, the blasters. I have a few things, but so what I have coming up, maybe between February to April, May, I'm gonna build a shed right outside the house,
Mhm.
insulated. It's just gonna be all from
Ooh,
master replicas and whatever it is that I collect, man.
nice. That's
Yeah,
sick, man. Um, so the next thing I wanted to get into was like work, because I feel like you have a lot of crazy stories at work, especially the one you were telling me about with Carrie Fisher and stuff. With
yeah, yeah.
give us some stories.
So I started working in the studio, man, probably when I was 20, 19. I'm 30 now.
Mhm.
And I started on the Ellen DeGeneres show. And
Mm.
being there exposed you to millions of people. I know a lot of people, have their say on how she was, but to me she was nice.
Mhm.
But um dude, I got to meet Carrie Fisher, Chris Evans, Kobe Bryant, a whole bunch of people, brother. But I got to meet Carrie Fisher when she was promoting, I believe it was The Force Awakens,
Ooh, what was
you
that
know?
like, man? Meeting
It,
Carrie.
it
You got to talk to her, right?
oh yeah, so it was, you know, it's one thing when you meet them like at a con, right? It's kind of Boom.
Yeah.
But it's different when a person like that acknowledges you and comes up to you and talks to you like, hey, where's the bathroom? Hey, you know where I can get craft service and whatnot? And I was like, yeah, this and that. But deep down, I'm just like, whoa, you know?
Yeah.
But then when I met her, I was just like, man, I was like, you know what? It's such an honor to meet you. Like, I didn't grow up with the original trilogy. Grew up with the prequels, but for me, you will always be Princess Leia. She was such a sweetheart, man. She, signed a figure that I had
Yeah.
and then signed a blank piece of paper. So that's the thing when I meet these people, like I happen to have a clipboard with me or papers, and I just let them sign whatever it is that they, that
Yeah.
they could. But dude, she was such a sweetheart, and I'm happy to have met her a few times, and
Wow.
that's something that again stays with me for forever, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
sh so when she passed away and then Stan Lee passed away, it was after that I kinda was like, "Man, I need to start meeting these people at conventions." Because like, Carrie Fisher, I took for granted because she was always doing cons, like, doing MegaCon celebrations, New York Comic Con, and Stan Lee was at MegaCon every year, and I went to MegaCon, and I could have seen him, but I'm like, "Oh, he'll always be here at this con," and,
you
like
never know, man.
Exactly. So after
You
both
never
of
know.
them is when I was like, "No, man, I need to do this and meet my heroes that I grew up on." So
Yeah,
thankfully, I've been able to meet like all the Star Wars people. I met Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd twice because I love
I,
Back
I
to the
saw that.
Future. Like,
I saw that. Yeah.
so yeah, I'm not taking it for granted. And like
No, don't.
when Mark Hamill got announced for Chicago,
Oh,
bro, I never booked a flight, hotel, and bought tickets so quick in my life because like he's up there. I, I
yeah.
I had to hop on it. So the fact you got to meet Carrie a couple times, bro, that's so special, man.
So the cool thing about Mark Hamill is that I haven't gotten an autograph by him, but where I work, I know a lot of guys from the animation department.
Hmm.
Animation department, those guys worked on the Batman animated series.
Oh,
Yeah. So I got to see him, at the studio. I was like, dude, no way.
what?
I was like, I just want to shake his hand. I just want to just say hello.
Yeah.
And dude, he was such a nice guy. He was such a nice guy. He shook my hand, like, hey, how you doing? I was like, it's an honor to meet you. Um, I lost for words, but you are the farm boy, you're Luke to me, and you're Joker, because
Yeah.
I love the Batman animated series.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was kind of like an emotional time for him because I guess the voice actor for Batman, I believe, passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was there for that, and man, it was a time where I didn't want to bother him, but it was just an honor just to meet him,
Yeah.
you know. And same thing. So look, that's Carrie Fisher. That's Mark Hamill.
Uh-huh.
And then the other day, I saw Harrison Ford.
Like,
Yeah,
recently?
yeah.
Did you get to talk to him?
I didn't. I just saw him. He
Oh.
was heading the stage. Yeah. He comes on the studio unannounced.
Wow.
The first thing I told his PA, I was like, "Hey, where does he park the Millennium Falcon?" I was like, back on the back lot or where? Because I never see him come in, brother.
Yeah, and
But
that's crazy.
but from what I've heard, he is such a nice guy. I get it. It's one thing when he feels overwhelmed with people bombarding him in the streets,
Yep, yep, yep.
but it's another thing when he's just working and he's himself. And
Yeah.
he was driving a golf cart. You see him biking around the studio. It's a unique thing when you see that because you're like, oh, Harrison Ford on a bike. Okay. And you're like, but deep down you want to say something, but you can't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's just that was a unique experience. So I've had my share times where I've met a lot of people from Star Wars, and thankfully, and I'm grateful that it was for free, because
Yeah.
at work. And same thing with Ewan McGregor. I got to work with him on the movie Doctor Sleep. You know, like
Ooh,
that. I think what is that? The sequel
the
or the
sequel,
next
yeah, it's a sequel
to
to
The Shining?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah, yeah. He, dude. All I kept thinking was like, damn, we're promoting Doctor Sleep, but I just kept thinking of him going like this to the door.
yeah.
You know, such a nice guy, man. He's such a sweet guy. And then just like his accent, I was like, man, the fact that Ewan McGregor's talking to me, but I can't fanboy over it.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, oh man, this is such a unique experience. And you know what? Even if I can't physically show it, it just stays with me,
Yeah.
you know? Same thing with Sam Jackson.
What,
Yeah.
you got to talk to Sam?
Not talk to him, but I got to see him come on the lot. I was just like, oh
Oh.
God, Mace Windu, there he goes. You know, it's just, dude, it's a unique experience working for the studios
Yeah,
because one, you're creating things. Two, you're being a part of something that you love or grew up
yeah,
loving. And it was just, man, just those experiences to me, I was just like, you know what? Pay me whatever you want to pay me. I don't care. I got to meet these people. I got to,
yeah.
live my childhood dream. And yeah, man. I I saw one of your videos. You're a big fan of Elizabeth Olsen, right?
Oh, bro,
Uh,
I wanna marry her, bro. Freaking Wanda.
yeah. Okay, so if I would have known sooner before this recording, I would have sent it to you with the Ian McDermott. I'm gonna send it to you now. I
Ooh.
have a autographed that I worked on WandaVision.
Damn,
Yeah.
bro. Is she in person? Is she just as beautiful as she is online? And in
Can I be honest with you?
yes.
When I met her, it was an episode of the Halloween.
You saw her in the costume?
Yes,
Oh my
sir.
god, bro.
Yes, sir. She was such a sweetheart. She was such a sweetheart, Tony. When I tell you that, I was like, man, um, but I know you love Elizabeth Olsen. I was there for Kat Dennings, man.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, that's my sweetheart. But I got to work on that production.
Yeah,
I remember I got a call sheet. So when when you work in that environment, they don't give out the names. They don't tell you, hey, you're working on Star Wars episode. No.
yeah.
I get to the office, my boss is like, hey, I'm gonna put you on a Marvel production. It's called Big Red. I was like, Spider-Man. I was like,
Oh,
and they're like, hey, yeah, you're gonna go to the ranch. They're filming on such and such street.
uh-huh.
That's, go help those guys out. Okay. I was like, Big Red, Big Red. I kept driving. I was like, hell yeah, I'm about to see Tom Holland. And then it was Code Red for Vision, how he's red
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
everything. I was
And
like,
Wanda,
okay.
the Scarlet Witch, she's
And
red.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, oh my God, this is awesome, dude. I don't know if you've being in this industry, you kind of take like notice of how stuff is being made and where it's being made. I don't know if you what year were you born?
85.
Oh, geez. Okay, so yeah, you do know. So the movie Small Soldiers,
Oh my god, so good, bro. Yes.
pay attention.
Yes.
It's the same house as Wanda.
That's crazy. Oh, yeah, I think you were telling me about that. They reuse a lot of the same stuff, right?
Yeah, so when I looked at it, I was like, isn't this the house for Small Soldiers? The producer's like, yeah, it is. I was like, no way.
That's crazy.
Dude, it was such a unique time working on that production, but um, you know, to sum it up, dude, Elizabeth Olsen is such a treat, man.
Mm,
Such a treat. And I have a autograph from her. I mean, I don't have anywhere to display it. I was like, but the minute I saw your video, I was like, dude, that's my guy. I'm gonna send it to him.
yo, I appreciate you so much. That's
Oh yeah, bro.
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm dying to meet her because I know she was at New York Comic Con last year, and I
yeah.
didn't go, and I was like, "Damn it!" So I'm definitely going to New York this year.
Okay.
But I'm dying to just meet her and get a photo and just talk to her because, like, she's just an awesome actor, man. Like, she killed it in
Dude.
all the Marvel movies. I enjoyed WandaVision. WandaVision was dope. And I want more of her. I loved her in Multiverse of Madness. She was such a savage. I love evil, savage Wanda.
They couldn't have casted anyone better.
Yeah.
They
Yep.
couldn't have casted anyone better. But yeah, man, I was trying to take a selfie with her.
Mm-hmm.
So they're really strict, Disney strict.
Yeah.
So so I don't know, a lot of people probably don't know this. Even though it's a Disney production, it was filmed inside Warner Brothers,
Yeah.
right? And so they had Warner Brothers security, Disney security, and then hidden security. I was like,
Oh.
you couldn't even sneak a photo even if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But it was just such a unique experience, just seeing it, the way everything unfolded. And man, she's such a nice person. But dude, I am more than happy to send that over to you, brother.
No, I appreciate that,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, man.
So besides WandaVision, did you work on any other like big Marvel shows or Star Wars shows?
Um, Currently working on one that I can't speak of, but
Oh,
yeah,
that's dope.
yeah.
Okay.
So, dude, it's the beauty thing about it is that I happen to live near the SoFi Stadium,
Mm-hmm.
which is about a 40-minute drive from Burbank. But where we're filming something for Star Wars,
Oh,
it's actually 10 minutes away from my house.
damn.
Yeah, and it's funny because I grew up here, and where that studio's at, dude, you know, it used to be a shitty street.
Uh-huh.
Once The Mandalorian came out, you started seeing restaurants like Fleming's, Fogo de Chao,
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
high-end
yeah,
restaurants. I was like, what the hell happened here? I guess
yeah.
all the executives and everybody goes and eats there. Dude,
Damn.
yeah, I'm excited for this project, and I have quite a few buddies that got to work on the Mandalorian,
Yeah.
and
Nice.
he tells me like, dude, we started back in January 2024 with the sets and the lighting, and dude, I was like such a unique experience, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. If I can, like I said, if I can just keep that in my head forever, dude, it's something that's going to live with me for quite a long time, man. And the fact that it's something that I grew up loving
Mm-hmm.
and watching and now working on it. I don't care if it's a small piece or the whole long term of it. It's
Yeah.
just being there and seeing something come to life or being created and you're being a part of it, dude, it's an amazing experience, brother.
That's awesome, man.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot
Oh,
of
I
work.
bet. Yeah. Are
It's a lot of work.
so you're going to Japan Celebration in April, right?
Yeah,
But
dude, I'm
but
so
we're
excited.
recording now and you're literally going to Japan like tomorrow. Is it
Tomorrow.
work or is it fun?
So I'm gonna give you a little secret of mine. I work at the studios full time, right?
Uh-huh.
I work there 40 plus hours a week, but I also got a part time at American Airlines.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
so I work there 3 times a week.
Uh,
No, 3 times a month. Sorry,
yeah.
because I you can give away all your shift to your coworkers. I was
Oh.
like, you know what? I just want this job because I get to fly for free, brother.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, and we'll go back to Ray Park. That's how I met Ray Park.
Yeah.
So I'm going to Japan basically tomorrow from this recording, and the only reason I'm going, Tony, is because I want to get shopping out the way. I want to get familiar with the train
Oh,
station.
you
I want to get to
lucky,
know
lucky.
everything before I go back to Celebration. That way, when I go back to Celebration, I already know how to maneuver around.
And are you flying for free?
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
If I could do that, I would do the same because literally, like
I bet
if I could go to Japan for free right now, I would go to all the Nintendo stores, Pokemon centers, get my consoles, bring it back. Like just like you, I would knock that out. That way, when I go for
dude,
celebration, I could just enjoy and not lug around 2 suitcases full of Game Boys.
I don't think you could see. Is there a way we could? I don't think you could see this.
Nah, uh-uh.
No. Um. literally only paying taxes for the flight, $43.
Bro, that's insane. Dude, I would be going everywhere. Like, I'm off. I'm gonna
So
go to Tatooine, Tanzania.
so I mean, we'll go back to Japan, but so my buddy lives up in Northern California, the
Uh-huh.
guy who sells me all his collection, and anytime he has a a deal for me, I I'll catch the next flight out there.
Oh, yeah, you are always flying. Like, you'll be like, "Oh, I'm going, flying real quick to pick something up
Yeah.
and flying back." I just figured the flights are cheap within Cali, like, so I was like, "Oh, you're just cheaper than gas, less traffic." You're just
No,
using it like a Uber.
exact. If I can fly there, I will.
That is nuts. That is
So
crazy.
so the thing about Japan, man, is that it's always been a dream for me,
Yeah, it's your first time
It,
going?
it's my first time going. I'm kind of nervous. It's kind of, if I'm being completely honest with you, it feels unreal.
Yeah.
It feels unreal to be like, I'm gonna be somewhere where I haven't been. It's not like I can say like, oh, I'm going to New York or Chicago.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to a different country. But like you said, Pokemon Center, Nintendo store, you name it, brother. That's where I'm going.
Hell yeah. How long are you gonna be out there for?
10 days. So
Damn.
I don't count 2 days travel, right? So
Yeah, yeah,
12-hour
yeah.
flight. So 8 days. Yeah.
Wow. Are
Yeah.
you going with somebody or are you going dolo?
No, I'm going with my girlfriend.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice, bro. That's gonna be
She's flying for free too, brother.
that is
Yeah.
so sick. I'm excited to see like your stories and like whatever you find over there. Bro, I know you're gonna find some crazy master replica stuff over there that's been like hidden in
I already
Japan.
hit it. I already talked to somebody.
I knew it, bro. I knew it.
I, I already, dude, I'm one step ahead of the game, bro. I already spoke to somebody and I told him, I was like, hey, you know what? To take away your fees from eBay, you want to meet in person? I'm
Oh,
gonna be in Tokyo and Shibuya. I'm gonna be in Osaka and Kyoto within those 8 days. I'm gonna just jam pack it.
yeah,
And
yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, let me know, dude. That and hot toys, brother.
Oh yeah, man. Hot Toys is crazy over there, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's I'm main, I'm mainly going because I'm a foodie, bro. I
Mm.
love food, man.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
to go and try, like, dude, I've never been so excited for a 7-Eleven.
Bro, I I have one of my videos for Japan is gonna be food taste testing at 7-Eleven. I am so pumped. I might just eat 7-Eleven the whole time because there's so much variety there and it's cheap.
And it's not like here, Tony.
Oh, no, it's fresh.
It's not like when you grab a Coke and it has like 40, 50 grams of sugar. Over there, dude, it's like 10, 11 grams of sugar. I was like,
Yeah, man.
no way, no way. Everything, the yen is so weak right now.
I know.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm excited to find anything Star Wars related.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whether it's vintage, whether it's Master Replicas, whether it's Kenner or Hot Toys, anything modern, dude, I will take it.
You're going to Starcase, right? You heard of Starcase, right?
Yeah, I heard of it,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
And the best part about the whole flying for free thing, I get one check-in luggage for free, brother.
That's awesome. What
That's gonna go empty.
Oh, no, of course, yeah. For
Yeah,
celebration, how many days are you doing in April?
all 3 days.
No, but, like, I mean Japan, like
Oh,
Japan.
overall,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I believe like 12 to 13 days.
Damn, bro, so you're gonna be spending, like, almost 2, 3 weeks in Japan this year.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
sick.
because I had already put it in the system for both of my jobs. That I was like, you know what? I'm taking my vacation,
Yeah.
and dude, I'm excited. I'm really pumped. But if I told my girlfriend, I was like, look, if we want to fly back earlier, we can.
Uh-huh.
That's fine. But that's the reason why I'm going now to get all the shopping out the way. Dude,
Yeah.
Disneyland, $105 for two
Bro,
tickets.
yeah, it's insane cheap. Like, at one point, I was like, maybe I'll skip Disney. I'll be too busy." But when I saw how cheap it was, and
No,
Universal is like $60, like, I'm so pumped to go to Universal because in Japan, they still have the Jaws ride, bro. And
I
they
know,
shut down the Jaws here in Orlando years and years ago. I know in Cali, they have Jaws as part of one of the rides, like a little portion of it, that long studio ride. But having Jaws in Japan, I'm gonna be like a kid again in the 90s riding that ride.
dude. If you can buy Disneyland or Universal, anything, just do it.
Yep.
When are you in Japan, brother?
Exactly, exactly.
You probably won't be back there for a long time.
If ever.
M- Make every day count. And from what I've heard is that 2 weeks is not enough.
Oh, I heard that no matter what you do, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, it's still not enough 'cause there's so much stuff to see everywhere in that country. It'll never be enough, so you have to enjoy the time you have when you go there and not be like, "Oh, I need to squeeze everything in." Just enjoy everything, do what you could do. I'm pumped, man.
Dude, it's gonna be a unique experience. Did I even got my international license for the
Mario
Mario
Kart.
Kart thing?
Yeah, I gotta go pick that up. It's funny, my boy just got his yesterday because he's flying to
Uh-huh.
Japan this week too for something.
Hmm.
So yeah, I gotta go pick that up because I want to do the Mario Kart racing twice. I want to do it during the
Yeah.
day because I want to feel it in daylight, but I gotta do it
And
at
then at
night
night
because I want to see all the yeah, man. So we're gonna do it
with the
twice.
onesie and stuff.
Bro, hell yeah. Give me a Pikachu or a Yoshi onesie, bro. I'm chilling.
Dude, I'm excited. From what I've noticed with Japan, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've noticed they're not that big with Star Wars.
No, yeah, it's not. So there's not like a lot like when I was looking up stores like Starcase, and there's a very few other stores, but there's not like a lot out there. So
Hmm.
it's really big on like Nintendo,
Yeah,
Pokemon,
right.
anime, stuff like that, but Star Wars isn't massive over there like it is over here.
No, 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 not at all. But you know what? I have always said, just dig, man. You'll find something.
Exactly. Yeah.
You'll find something. And that's the thing. I told myself, if I'm taking an empty suitcase and if I'm going straight for Star Wars, unfortunately, even with Hot Toys, I'm gonna have to leave the box. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
depending
I
what you
want to
get.
jam pack everything in there. It sucks, but dude, it's an experience that I probably won't do for a really long time.
Yeah.
And to go Star Wars Celebration is gonna be my first celebration, brother.
I was just about to ask you, so man, that is a crazy first celebration. Once you go to Celebration, it's like once you go, you're never gonna wanna miss it. It's such a unique experience, unlike any other con, because it's just all people like us that love Star Wars, that are
Right.
passionate about it for some reason or the other, and everybody is happy and vibing. It's such a vibe, bro.
Oh my
it's
God.
like a drug. I cannot wait to be there. You're gonna see that first day, man. It's crazy.
I know they're holding back on announcements,
Oh,
right?
cause of that, cause like, bro, after Andor,
Yeah.
Ahsoka season 2, and Visions 3, we don't know shit. And like, we know the Mando movie. We don't know what they're doing with the 80
Yeah.
Ray movies. What's up with James Mangold movie? So at
Oh yeah.
Celebration, we're gonna get a lot of clarity and reveals, and I'm pumped.
What, let's just say, if they have a panel for Revenge of the Sith,
Oh my god, I can't wait,
dude, if Natalie Portman shows up, dude,
bro.
if they do a dual photo op between herself and Hayden,
Oh,
dude,
it's a dream.
ah,
That would probably be so hard to get because that would sell out. Like, you're gonna need somebody with a bot that could just check out
yeah,
automatically. It's gonna be
yeah,
bad, and if Natalie were to pull up and do photos and autos, she's never done a convention, man. This would be her
never,
first.
never.
It would be such a unique thing.
And if she does do one, this is the one.
Exactly. It would be the exact reason for her to do it. The panel, Japan, like, come on, come hang out with your old boo, Hayden. Come on.
Yeah, yeah.
Your baby daddy.
I've heard and around the studio that she wants to come back.
Bro, I've clipped it twice on my
Yeah.
Instagram and YouTube. She was on 2 different, like, late night shows, and
Mm,
2 different occasions, she said she would love to come back. It's like, "What
yeah.
are you guys doing? Bring her
Yeah.
back."
I got to see her for a quick split second at down the street for reshoots for Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh.
just quick. Yeah. But you know, they're wearing like the black robes. They don't want to expose the costume.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they're like running. Yeah.
Was she
Yeah, that
was
was
she
my
w
only
was she wearing the Lady Thor outfit?
I I believe she was wearing something, but they wear cloaks so heavy
Yeah.
and they hide, bro, and they run to their their little hideout spot.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
that was it. But man, if she comes to Celebration, brother, man, that'll be a dream come true. Because like I said earlier, like Revenge of the Sith for me is I'm thankful and grateful I got to see the prequels in theater,
Yeah, yeah.
all of them, one, two, and three.
Yep.
Obviously, I'm not old enough to have even seen the original trilogy in theater, but the fact that I got to see one, two, and three, and the way it unfolded
Yeah.
to, she was there from the beginning,
She
at least for me,
was. She was,
you
yeah.
know? So I was like, man, if she is at this celebration, this has to be the one,
Yeah.
because man, it just, and I try to tell you because I saw, so the day I saw Harrison Ford, I saw Ewan again. And the only thing I asked him, Tony, are you gonna be at Celebration? And he chuckled, haha. And he's like, I can't say nothing, and he took off.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that to me is like a yes. If he's like, "I can't say nothing until it's officially announced," because like, if one gets announced, well, the thing with him, though, people are
Yeah.
worried because that same weekend, he has a play opening in London or some shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, like, he could still, like, fly out for
Even if he
one
comes for a
day.
day,
Yeah,
yeah.
one
Yeah.
day, and that day will be the day of the panel. He'll do
Yeah.
photos and autos. Damn, he just
Because you got to
chuckled.
think about it. You got to think about it. I mean, I'll go ahead and tell you, but I can't go into detail. But we're working on Ahsoka, right? And so I believe that starts shooting sometime in March and April.
April, yeah, 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 allegedly.
So so I'm praying that Hayden makes it to Celebration because I know he's gonna be busy over here.
So even if they are filming Ahsoka, they still will pull up because
Yeah, yeah.
2022 Anaheim, the week before Anaheim, Ahsoka season 1 just started filming. And, like,
Hmm.
everybody at Celebration was like, "Oh, they're not gonna show up. They just started filming." They all
No.
pulled up, and they brought footage. So, even if they're filming, they're pulling up to Japan, man.
Yeah, I mean it's different for an actor compared to like grips and construction and props
Yeah.
and because we're on the job 24/7. They're not, they just come, do their thing, boom. So they can, yeah, you're right. They can actually go and come back.
Yeah.
Dude, that'll be awesome, man.
And
What would you do? Would you do photo and auto
with who?
with, let's just say, if Natalie Portman and
Oh
Hayden
my
Christensen do it?
god! Natalie would have to be at least 2 autos, maybe more, because it's rare.
Hmm.
Because like, I don't know if I would get, like, a crazy card or if I would get, like, a Revenge of the Sith plaque, but then I kinda would, like, wanna get a Revenge plaque, an Attack of the Clones plaque, a Phantom Menace plaque, and a single photo and a dual pho bro, it's gonna be expensive. I'm about to sell my car for this shit to get all because like, she's gonna be pricey, but
Oh my God.
definitely a single photo, a dual photo, and at least 1 to 2 autographs, maybe 3 if I'm feeling super irresponsible, but, like, this might be her only
Which we are.
con yeah, this might be her
Yeah,
only con ever. So
exactly. And I, I've seen some of your videos. Same thing for you, right? Revenge of the Sith is your movie,
oh
right?
my god, yes, bro. Yes.
So if it look, if that happens, let's just say if Ewan, Natalie, and Hayden come
Oh god.
and they do autos, this is what I'm gonna have signed.
Oh, that's the so tell us what that is.
So this is a crew gift from Revenge of the Sith. My buddy that works in the industry, this is what he got gifted when he worked on set.
Wow, that is
So
insane.
I would want Hayden,
Yeah.
Natalie, and Ewan if that happens.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I would do, brother.
That and that piece would be like priceless in the sense of, like, you went to Japan and got
Yeah,
all 3
dude.
of them to sign it, and you got to, like, interact and see them sign that, and that's, like that's a rare thing to get. I didn't know that existed until you unboxed it, and I'm like, "What the hell is that? I want one." Like, that's
The
crazy.
only the only other person I know who has one is Gabe.
Oh, of course, Gabe has one.
You know, and when I got it in the mail, I sent the video and I sent the picture to Gabe. Gabe's like, "Damn, you even got the original box."
Box, yeah.
I was like, I didn't even know what it was supposed to come in, but dude, it's that piece. It's dude, if I could get that signed, oh my God, bro,
Wow.
dude, it would be like a dream come true. Like man, I just hope that she does make it out there. I hope all three of them make it out there.
I
I just,
Yeah, I want all
you
3 of
know.
them out there because honestly, I just want all 3 of them on stage for that panel reminiscing about filming Revenge of the Sith. I wanna hear behind the scenes them talking about my favorite movie ever, my favorite Star Wars
Mhm.
movie. Just to sit there and absorb that would be so priceless.
You know, I was talking to one of my buddies, and I was telling him how marketing was back in the day
Oh my god.
compared to now.
So good.
Dude, it's like we live in a different time now that we just can't. Obviously, we can't get back. The nostalgia when we were
Yeah.
growing up. And I was telling him, I was like, dude, Burger King, Taco Bell, what else?
Yes.
Pizza Hut,
Yes.
dude. The marketing for those movies was insane, brother.
Bro,
There you go, Taco Bell, right?
I would kill. I would if they did this, I would go to every KFC, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and buy every single one. Like,
Dude,
they don't do this no more. I wish they did, man.
dude, I still have mine. I have the Darth Maul one and then the Anakin
I
one.
got
You
all
know when he's on
I
the.
got all of them. Yeah, because I was at a toy show last year, and dude had all of them like $5 each. I bought every single one. I was
Dude,
so
take them.
happy, so happy.
And for some people they'll be like, that's just a cup, but it's like it goes
No,
deeper. It goes
yeah,
deeper. You know what I mean? It
yeah.
goes deeper because my little brother, he's 17 years old, and when I told him that I used to take coupons from the cereal aisle, he's like, "What's that?"
Oh, out of the machine? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
and then I told him, I was like, you know what? We used to get spoons and toys in our cereal.
Yeah, yeah, like glow in the dark spoons, or there would be like you send in the UPC and they'll send you like that spoon or the
Yeah,
straw or whatever it
yeah,
is.
dude. It was just such a unique time to thankfully live and be a part of, because that kind of marketing that it was from, at least I can say, from episode 1 to 3
Uh-huh.
was just top tier, brother.
Yeah,
It
yep.
was everywhere. It was everywhere. It was in God, dude. When I unfold all like my stuff that I have hidden here, I even have all the Pepsis. Do you remember the
The
Pepsi with
cans?
the episode 1?
Yes,
I
yes.
have all of them, bro. I have all of them. It's just like, but that obviously I was too young to remember.
Yeah, yeah.
That was all collection from my older brother.
Mm.
So it's just, man, if yeah, that those three films just mean a lot to me, bro, because everything it just shaped me like to who I am now, and it just
Yeah.
because of your channel, because of your like the community. Now that we're older, we have a voice.
Yep.
We get to say what we wanted to say, and as much, excuse my language, but as much shit as people talk about Disney, including myself, I'm not gonna lie, but if it wasn't for Disney, we wouldn't be here right now
Yeah, 100%.
because because we live in a time now that we can, have a clip on TikTok, Instagram, and now YouTube to where we may disagree with one thing, but at the end of the day, dude, we're all Star Wars fans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just such a unique time, and our generation is. I'm thankful now that we're older and like channel like yourself, Gabe, the Spice Runners Lounge, dude. It's such a unique thing to see everybody voice their opinion, show their collection, and
Yeah.
stuff that we grew up with, brother.
No, hell yeah. The last, like, person that I would love to meet, and I hope it would be crazy if he went to Japan, but I think Japan's too extreme. But bro, like Jake Lloyd, like I don't know if you saw that article lately. He's been getting better, with going through his
Yeah,
stuff. But like
yeah.
when it gets to the point where he does a local con, because I think he's based in Cali, right? Or some
From what I've heard, yeah, yeah,
if
he is.
if he were to do like a convention and if he were to see the love that we would give him, bro, if they ever announce he's going to this show or con, I am immediately booking flight, hotel, and if I'm working, I'm calling out because like if I could meet Jake Lloyd and just say thank you, like I appreciate
Yeah,
you so much for everything you
yeah.
did, I would just love to shake his hand, just say thank you so bad.
I you're right. I feel like if he gets exposed to a con or a meetup or a celebration, the love he'll get, it would make him be like, damn, these are the kids that grew up with me.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's such a unique experience of how I remember what celebration was it when Hayden got really emotional?
Oh, I think that was, Anaheim. It was Anaheim because he
Anaheim.
was there
Yeah.
for the Kenobi show, and they were just clapping, yelling, "Hayden!" He was, like, almost tearing up. It was
Yeah.
Anaheim
So
and London, both of them, he got emotional on stage.
because now he gets to see the because from what I've heard, he got really criticized when we were
Oh,
younger.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
But now he gets to see us really appreciate him, and I believe that is why he's giving back so much, bro.
Dude, like, last year, he did, like, 10 cons or so it was, like, every
Dude,
month
every
he was
month, yeah,
somewhere, and, like,
every month.
that's crazy, but, like, he sees the
And
love.
I know he's not doing it for the money. I know he's not.
Yeah, he
He's doing
doesn't
it
need
for
it.
the love of his fans because from what I've heard, so my auto was at 1 p.m. I heard Nikki said that she got into like 8 p.m. and she told me he was the exact same way he was when he first started because of how appreciative he is with his fans. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So it's unreal, bro.
on top of that, he stays past when the con closes. I know there's people that when the con closes, they leave.
They're gone. Yeah.
For San Fran, like the con closed when Nikki was getting her autograph. And for me, Chicago, I got in line at 4 for my auto or 3. The con closed at 6. Bro,
Right.
I got my autograph at 8:30 at night. And
Oh God.
and he was still doing them. And literally, when I left, there were still 2, 3 rows of people waiting to go in. So he had to stay
Jeez.
there till 9 or 10. But every con he does that, he'll stay until the last person gets their autograph.
Dude, but even when he stays and he shows just gratitude and everything, he is the same as the last person to the first person he
Yep.
meets that day.
Yep.
And that's such a unique experience. Same thing with Ewan. He takes his time and he what the thing about Ewan is that when I work with him on set, dude, he speaks to the cast and crew, but he mainly
Oh.
speaks to the crew because he's thankful that people show up and
Yeah.
set up. They do the set dressing, the lighting. He gives kudos to those who do the behind the scenes, the labor work.
Yeah.
And dude, he's such those two people. I can't say anything bad, bro. Like just genuine people, brother.
Hell yeah. So,
Yeah, man.
that's pretty much everything I have. What you got coming up next? What's the next big pickup that we could see on your Instagram coming up?
So before we wrap this up, I have a few things. I have my birthday's in February, right?
Nice.
So I kind of wanted to like collab with you again, and towards the end of February, I I'm gonna go pick something up from my buddy up north,
Uh-huh.
and I want to give it away.
Not bro, that's crazy. It's your birthday. You should be getting things and you're giving away things. That's crazy, bro.
No, dude, I I get it, dude. We live in a time where it's really expensive, and you know, someone will appreciate it just as much as I do.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Same thing with you, like I'm gonna send you something that I know you're gonna take care of, and to me it doesn't even hurt me, bro, because I'm like, it's not like I'm giving it away to someone down the street and it's gonna go pawn it or something.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's someone that has the same passion as I do, but late February, I'm going to up Northern California. I'm gonna pick something up, and that thing that I pick up, we'll be back. We'll chat again. And
Yeah.
dude, we're giving something unique away,
Let's
But
go.
my next pickup, it has to be a Darth Vader Master Replicas helmet.
Ooh, nice,
I'm
nice.
on the hunt, bro. I'm on the hunt. So yeah, man, it's an honor to talk to you, Tony. And dude, continue doing what you're doing, bro. Because of you, I'm here. Everyone here during in the States, we're all here watching you, bro. And I've seen your channel just the minute you reach your 100,000 subscribers, bro, send me a picture of your plaque, bro.
Bro, I will. You'll be the first one, bro. As soon
Yeah,
as I
dude,
open that.
you out of all people deserve it. Like I know you say you have a day job, right?
Yep. Yep.
And you do this, like this, it takes balls to do this, bro.
A
It takes
lot.
time. It takes who knows what's going on in someone's personal life, but you don't all that goes away the minute you're on the screen, bro. And trust me when I say this, it's not just me watching this on set when I'm working with people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that have seen you, bro.
Bro, I appreciate that so much,
Yeah,
man.
dude. No, we appreciate you, bro, and God bless you, man. And I look forward to seeing what's next, bro.
Bro, thank you so much, man. And bro, thank you for coming on. This conversation was a blast, man. I appreciate your time.
Of course, brother.
Yes. All right, guys. So I'm gonna put the link to Bryant's Instagram in the description. Go follow him. But that's gonna be it for this episode of Sith Talk, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Take it easy, guys.